Hello and welcome to Be Natural with me. Today we're going to work on how to make your own shampoo at home using the African Black Soap and with the Indian twist. So most of you probably know the raw African Black Soap has tons of benefits for your hair and also skin as well. But we're going to add the Indian Amla, which is a gooseberry. It's full of antioxidants. It helps to grow your hair, and the Shikakai powder, and also the Reetha. So these all these three ingredients, it comes as you can use it as a whole or a powder form. So these are the soap nuts, and so what you can just kind of crush them, make it into powder. So what I did, I just took out all the seeds for the soap nuts. So I added about 5, 6, and then I took the seeds out and I added the Reetha powder and also the Amla powder, just maybe a tablespoon in an iron cast, and I let it boil with 2 cups of water, and also added another tablespoon of the neem powder if you have that available. It's totally optional. And once I let it boil for about 15 minutes, and I let it cool down a little bit, and this is kind of how it's going to be. And at this point, I wanted to make sure we get everything out. So I kind of massaged all the, because the amla was also, I had it in the big chunks form instead of the powder. So I wanted to make sure that we kind of massage it to get all the good stuff out of there, and also from the soap nut as well. I would recommend wearing gloves. So I made a mistake that I didn't wear the gloves, and I kind of stained my hands. And now it's the time to add the African Black Soap. So I bought this as a raw form, and I cut it into small pieces because I wanted to add it to the warm water, that Amla Reetha water that I have already. So I cut it into small chunks. So this is about maybe 2-3 tablespoons. And so I just add it to the warm water, and now you just kind of have to let it sit, work its magic. So it just kind of melts in there itself. You don't have to do anything. No heat is required. Just kind of what I did, I just mixed it a few times to make sure that everything dissolves together. And stick around, and I will show you how we can get this shampoo as thickened naturally, and also preserve it as well. And so now I waited about 15-20 minutes just to came back to check to make sure that the African Black Soap is all dissolved in there, which it looks like it's pretty much done. And this is a point where we can add more optional ingredients. Again, if you like your shampoo to be a bit thick, which I prefer. And so I went ahead, added the fenugreek powder, which we call it Methi powder. But here we go. So I just added maybe another tablespoon in there. It all depends if you want it. If you want it more thick, you can add more. But the fenugreek powder has also a conditioning property. So this shampoo, you don't even need to use your conditioner. You can just literally just use it. It's like a shampoo and conditioner all in one. So after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and filter everything out. And this was a little bit of a messy process, to be honest. So take your time. It's so worth it. But yeah, it gets a little bit messy here. So because you want to make sure you filter everything out, you get all the good stuff. And now it's time to add your oils. I add all these oils, but it's totally optional. It depends on your hair type. So I have aloe vera oil that I just showed, and then a couple of essential oils, rosemary and peppermint. And I also like to use neem oil and carrot seed oil and then also moringa oil. But again, you can use any oils you have available in your house or your choice, the ones you like. You can use it as to, it depends. Again, if your hair is dry side, you can use more oils. Okay, and I like to preserve my shampoo because I don't want to have any bacteria start growing or keep it in the fridge. So, and also I decided to experiment this time with apple cider vinegar as well. So I transferred my filtered all the soap into and so I can start adding all the oils. And as you can see, this is already thickened up quite a bit because of the methi seed and the methi powder. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some apple cider vinegar, about a tablespoon, and aloe vera oil. I'm going to add another tablespoon in there. Once again, I wanted to remind you, don't worry if you don't have these oils. You can use oils of your choice, and as less you like or as much as you like. And I'm just adding the neem oil because it's so thick and greasy, so I don't want to add too much. So I'm just using a teaspoon of the neem oil. All right, and then the next one is, and I decided to mix my oils in the preservative I'm using. I will list the name of the preservative that I used in the description, so please look for that. And then I added a teaspoon of other oils, that moringa oil, carrot seed oil, and in using with the preservative. Preservative is, again, it depends on the kind you have, and it's based on the ratio. So in this, because you only have to use, like, I think I use 0.6% to the total volume for the preservative. And I mix all those oils so I can just add all together in there. So here we go. This is all the oils I'm using with the preservative. And as you can see, it's getting even more thickened up. And while, like, because I made this a few days ago and I already used the shampoo, it's so amazing, you guys. You gotta try it. It's really wonderful. And it has thickened up even more because of, again, the methi seed powder. And now I'm going to add some essential oils. You can use any of the essential oils that you like for your hair, or you don't even have to use it if you don't have it available. It's totally optional. And there we go, some peppermint oil. So you can make this recipe into your own. I'm just gonna kind of show you what the base is. You can even stop at the base. I mean, at the moment we kind of, filter everything out. If you don't want to use any of all this that I'm adding, you don't have to. It will still work really wonderfully. And another benefit of the fenugreek powder is it really gives you volume in your hair. So I have thin hair. And it really, I noticed like amazing volume in my hair after using this, even for the first time. So it's kind of ready at this point to pack it up. So what I normally do is I like to, because we have, a few bathrooms, so I like to keep it in each bathroom. So I put it in a small little containers. And and I don't wash my hair that often, so I wash it maybe twice a week the most. And so I don't even need to use whole lot of shampoo. So I would recommend, based on how often you know shampoo your hair, just make as little as you need, especially if you don't have the preservative. If you don't, it will still be good. I have used it without the preservative for 2 weeks at the room temperature. It was just fine. Or you can always put it in the fridge as well. So I filled up two of my small bottles, and the rest I'm gonna keep it in a glass container, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge just in case. Although I know I preserved it, but just to be on the safe side, I will store the rest in the fridge. So here we go. I just put some date on there, and it has helped with especially with my hair. It has helped me where I'm not, my hair is not thinning anymore. My it's looking much healthier. I even the split ends is going away. So I totally love using this shampoo, and even my entire family